Let me ask you something. You got a salary increase or you finally landed that job you worked so hard for. The alert got 100,000 naira, maybe more, and somehow 2 weeks later you feel just as broke as you did when you were earning 40,000 naira. You're not imagining it, you're not doing that money and you're getting things of feeling. Your 100,000 naira in some places is not the same 100,000 naira as it used to be. That's why today I'm going to show you exactly why the real numbers, real data, and what you can also do about it. Here's nobody in your office, your family, your government, telling you clearly. The concept called purchasing power. It simply means what can money actually buy. When your account can go up, but if the price of everything goes up faster than your salary, you are effectively earning less every single month. And in Nigeria right now, that is exactly what has been happening. An economist named Olabode Ifeanyi went viral recently for comparing the cost of the same set of goods, the exact same item bought in 2020 versus bought in early 2022. In 2020, that basket of goods cost 25,425 naira. In 2022, that same basket cost 147,050 naira. That is a 580% increase in 6 years. The conclusion was blunt and mathematical, impossible to argue with any Nigerian worker whose salary has not increased sixfold since 2020 has become poorer, regardless of whatever the government reports about inflation slowing down. Yes, 6 times. Your salary needed to increase 6 times just to be in the same place you were in 2020. Has yours? Okay, let me break down what exactly has been eating your salary alive. Three main reasons. Number one, inflation has been brutal and government numbers don't tell the full story. Nigeria's inflation rate hit 15.69% in April 2022, and food inflation, the thing that hits your everyday life the hardest, climbed to 15.06%. Prices went up on everything: millet, yam, garri, beef, pepper, ginger, the basics. Now, 15% sounds like a manageable number when you read it in a headline, but here's what it actually means in your life. Something cost about 5,000 naira last year, it cost about 5,800 today. If your rent was 300,000 last year, the landlord wants 350 now. If your transport was 500 it might be 700 today. Everything going up every month quietly, and your salary probably stays the same. Number two, the naira has lost serious value. In 2019, 30,000 naira was worth approximately $83 at the exchange rate of that time. In 2022, 70,000 is worth about $42. The salary more than doubled in naira, but in real value, it was almost cut in half. This matters even when we never send money abroad because Nigeria imports so much of what we consume. When the naira weakens, the cost of imported goods, fuel, and even locally produced food that depends on imported inputs goes up. You feel the exchange rate even when you've never opened a domiciliary account in your life. Number three, the costs that grow the most are the ones you can't avoid. Cooking gas price soared 178% over the last 5 years. Petrol price soared 541%. These aren't luxury items, they are survival items. Transport to work, gas to cook your food, data to do your job, all of it dramatically more expensive than it was just a few years ago. These aren't things you can cut out of your budget. They are the foundation of your daily life. And when the foundation gets more expensive, every single thing built on top of it gets more expensive too. Now, I want to be honest with you about something because I think you deserve honesty more than you deserve comfort. Even though inflation numbers are technically slowing down in 2022, wages for most Nigerians, especially in formal sectors, have not kept pace with price rise that already happened. A slowdown in new price increase is not the same as price going back down. The damage to your purchasing power from 2023, 2024, and 2025 is still sitting there. What this practically means is this. If you earn 100,000 and you feel like it's buying you what 30,000 or 40,000 naira used to buy, that feeling is not in your head. It is mathematically accurate. You did not suddenly become irresponsible with money. No. The economy moved underneath you while you're still standing. And the most dangerous thing you can do right now is pretend old money habits built on an old economy are still going to work in this one. They won't, which means your strategy has to change too. Okay, so what do you do? I'm not going to insult you with just stop buy coffee advice. Here's what actually matters in 2026 Nigeria. Step 1. Accept that your budget needs a full review. Whatever budget you do 6 months ago, 1 year ago, throw it out. Numbers have changed so much. So sit down this weekend and review it from zero using today's actual prices. Now, what things used to cost are not what they cost right now. This sounds obvious. Almost nobody does it. Step 2. Protect your money from inflation actively. Leaving your savings in a regular bank account earning 4% interest while inflation runs at 15% means you are losing money every single day you lose it here. Look at high yield saving options. Piggy bank, flex dollar, dominated savings, or treasury bills through your bank. Even a slightly better return matters when inflation is eating you alive. 3. Your income has to grow faster than inflation, or you'll always be falling behind. This is the hard truth. Budgeting and cutting costs will help you survive, but the only way to actually get ahead in this economy is to earn more. A side income, a skill you can monetize, freelance work, anything that has a second stream to your finances. One income in Nigeria in 2026 is a fragile situation. Two incomes, even if the second one is small, it is a completely different life. Step 4. Stop measuring wealth in naira alone. Track what your money actually buys, not just the number. If you saved 50,000 last year and 60,000 this year, but price rose 20%, you save less in real terms. Knowing this keeps you honest with yourself about your actual financial progress. I want to end with this. Nigeria Gen Z is carrying something no generation before us has carried on quite this way. We came of age during a currency crisis, a fuel subsidy removal, and back-to-back years of inflation that will break most economies. We started our careers or tried to while the ground kept shifting. And we are still here, still trying, still figuring it out. The fact that you are watching a video like this, trying to understand what's happening and what to do about it already puts you ahead of most people who are just suffering in silence and wondering why. You are not broke because you are weak. You are navigating a genuinely hard situation. Now you understand it, and understanding it is the first step to doing something about it. That's what the Frugal research is for. Let's figure this out together. I want to know what has gone up in price that has shocked you the most this year. Transport, food, rent, data. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And I want to see what is eating people the hardest right now. If this video finally explains something you have been feeling but couldn't put into words, share it with one person who needs to hear it. That is how this community grows. So if you're committed to understanding your money better in 2026, not just surviving, but actually building something. And subscribe because next week we are going deep on which saving apps and strategies that are actually beating inflation in Nigeria right now. I am Mercy, and this is your Frugal Reset. The economy is hard, but we are harder. See you next week. Bye.